Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. Glad that you are here. Um, you know, the eyes be staring into your soul and heart. True that. Okay, well, Baby Yoda has an impact that most youth pastors dream of. Good to see you guys. Glad that you are here. Glad we could make this. Glad you could make us a part of your day. So I hope you all had a great Mother's Day weekend. If you want to put down in the chat what you did for Mother's Day or what was a great thing that you guys did for your mothers in your life, then please feel free to do so. I don't really strive for these things to have lessons because I know that we do enough of that on Wednesday. But I like to share little observations that I have. And when you ran away from this town, I like that. And one of the observations that I had was, so when this whole pandemic thing started, one of the realities that we had to deal with was the reality that we were going to be, hold on one second. Here we go. One of the realities that we had to face was the fact that we were going to be in our houses a lot. And so when that whole thing started, one of the things that I saw from somebody was, no matter what, even though you are good candy from candy store, gotta love that. Even though that we're working from home, that you try to make things as normal as possible. So, for example, in working, still getting ready and still getting dressed, getting out of your shorts or sweatpants or whatever, and getting into work clothes or what, and I started doing that, and then I kind of slacked off, and then I started complaining about my hair, and then, I would just kind of wake up, throw a hat on, I'd be in basketball shorts or whatever. And so, I just hit this point where there was so much stuff going on, and, like I dropped the ball on a couple things, one of which I will admit to right now, that I forgot to advertise. I thought I did the VSM Visual challenge to everybody, and so, we are going to extend the date. We're going to extend the date. We're going to give everybody all week because it wasn't really fair that I'm doing it late. But today when I woke up, I thought, like what the crap was my problem? Like, in all honesty, like what the crap was my problem? So I trimmed my hair up today. I don't think it's the best job in the world. I trimmed my hair up. Becca helped me out with the back of my head and stuff like that. And it was and so I trimmed my beard and I got ready for the day, and here's the weird thing. It's not there are a few things that you can say that you have full control over, but how you show up is one of them. You can control how you show up to things. Circumstances may not be the best or things like that, but you can control how you show up to it. So I have a very busy day ahead of me, but that doesn't mean that I need to take it to the point. And this is not about appearance. This is not about make sure you look the part. It's my attire and my approach to taking care of things got to the point where it was reflective of, well, why even bother? We're just going to go with this and go with the flow. And so I didn't do this because it's like new look, new me. Loving it. It's more of the idea of, okay, you know what, this is a day, we're going to make it happen. I'm going to show up to it like I'm ready. I'm going to take the time. I'm going to take the time. We're going to make it ready. We're going to hold on. Oh, nice. Take the time, get ready, go through the day, make it happen, and it changes things. And so I'm not saying like get out of those sweatpants or do this. What I'm saying is, ask yourself the question, how do you show up? Like, how do you show up to these things? How do you show up when it happens? Because it makes a difference. It really, really makes a difference. And it makes a difference as far as, and I'm not talking about appearance, like I said, I could care less. Like, I've gone out with basketball shorts and t-shirt and things like that, but what I'm saying is, how do you choose to show up to something like, okay, this is just, I'm trapped, this is another day, okay, here we go, things are just crazy, like I have no consistency or schedule or whatever, and it's like, okay, well, that's going to be there regardless. How am I going to choose to show up for the day? And so that's just my thought for that. So going into the week, now that we took off game night for Mother's Day, which I think was necessary, we had a very fun day, and I think it was a good time. Um, what we're going to do right now is go over what the plan is for this week. So Wednesday night, theupperzoom.com. Go there. We will be having youth. We're going to be continuing going through the Jesus Storybook Bible. I just have been having great discussions. I've even had a couple parents reach out to me and tell me how much that how much the students have enjoyed it. I know that you guys have talked about the benefits of it. I would encourage you to invite your friends, and not just, like, I love the fact that we are growing as far as our virtual visitors. I love the new people that we're meeting, but also reach out if you need to, reach out to some of our friends that are in youth that you have contact for, one way or another, if you are able to, just to reach out, tell them that you miss them, because here's the thing. There's a certain expectation at times, like when a youth pastor says, I miss you, you should come to youth, like, okay, cool. But when they hear it from somebody else, it makes a huge difference. When they hear it from their peers, it makes a huge difference, because it tells them that their community that they are in is noticing their absence, and that is huge. That is huge. So something that I would encourage you guys to do and to happen. Yeah, we got cross-country views. You know what? We have, an extended, we have a couple students in Georgia now, and I like that. And I think it's great. And I love having them and their contribution and being a part of this. And I want to reach out to our students as well. And I'm excited. I don't know what, I can't say for certain what the future holds in regards to when we will reunite again. One thing that I could use some help on tomorrow, and I'm not sure if anybody's interested in this, is Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon, I would like some help cleaning up the yard sale stuff. Now, I understand social distancing and things like that. That would be difficult, but if you can't, I completely understand. If you can, that would be great. I'm looking to clean some stuff out. We still have some items, and I have a couple more big items ready to come in. So we're going to do our best to try to make that happen. Hold on a second. I want to make sure. All right, I'm excited. So I'm pumped because one of the people that I asked to do a daily devotional played a hymn on a mandolin and wants to share it to the church. So I'm awesome. Possibly. We'll see what's going on. I'm not even sure if we're actually doing it tomorrow. I'm just trying to get that taken care of. But in reality, I still want us to try to connect in any way you can connect with people and let them know that they are missed and they are cared about. And not even inviting them to Zoom, even if you're just telling them, listen, I just want you to know, like, I'm thinking about you. We need to maintain connection. We need to do it in any way that we can. So Wednesday night we're going to have Zoom. I would say keep joining in for the live stream. You never know what's going to happen. Sunday night we are definitely bringing back game night. Sunday night is going to be game night. I'm going to be spending the week working on the sound, because there was a game that we tried. It was called Patently Stupid that we tried, and it's basically like a Shark Tank style game. Not with the percentages and the negotiating, but there's a problem, you invent it, create it, and you try to get funding. I'm not sure how it'll work on a wider setting, but I think that it would be interesting, and watching your creative juices flow would be quite the thrill. So I'm not sure if that's what we're going to play, but we are going to have game night again. VSMSundayNitro.com is going to be the place that we will take care of game night. I know people were looking forward to that. We're excited about that, so we're going to make it happen. And also, just a reminder, if people don't have it already, we still have the VSM Visual Challenge. So we have the 6 days, 6 challenges. However, I will extend it to the end of this week because of my lack of promotion for this. In fact, probably when I get off of this, I'll need to post it. And this time when I say it, like actually post it, not just doing that. So, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Now, there isn't any kind of competition in question answering. It's more of people create problems, you try to solve the problem, you draw the invention out, and then you get time to present, and then people get to vote. The team gets to vote on your invention. So we will see what happens there. We'll play it up. We'll have some fun. We'll make it happen. All right. So in case you didn't get this, here is the VSM Visual Challenge. Working on it now. You don't have to create all of them at once and then send them all at the same time, unless that's what you want to do. As you complete them, you can. Now, if we don't have people that do all 6, then, and somebody does 5 of them, and they're the only one that did 5, well, then they're going to be the winner. And, basically, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use common sense when it comes to how to do this and how to make it happen. I am intrigued to see how this will go and how this will turn out. But in closing, we're just having a short one today, a short recap. My challenge to you today is to think about how you show up to situations. How do you show up to situations? Whether it be, and I'm not saying, and once again, not saying appearance. For me, me taking care of myself and me cleaning myself up was like, wow, I really need to start giving a crap about the day and how it's going. And that was my version of doing it. I'm not saying everybody has to do it like that. But when we show up, we realize, like, how do I show up to these circumstances? How do I come prepared to do this? Oh, and the watermelons are back. I was wondering if we could go a session without it. And we couldn't. Common sense includes catching watermelons. Well, it depends on how you catch the watermelon. And I'm thinking, speaking of questions, I think this week we will do an Ask Mike Anything. So for those of you that are that have the friends out of town that listen in, encourage them to come in if they have questions about anything. It can be goofy. It can be spiritually related. If there are questions where they're like, well, you know what, like, I don't understand this portion of the Bible, or I don't understand how this could be, or maybe just people talking about watermelon a lot. And yeah, all right, well, that just happened, and I like that. All it took was, does common sense include catching watermelons? First of all, props to you for tying in what I said to watermelons. Like, you did a smooth transition into it, so I am going to give you credit for that. I'm going to give you props for that. That was well done. And so I would say common sense would include how you catch the watermelon. That would be key. That would be very key. So anyways, I'm going to let you all go. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember, we do have the visual challenge. Tune in tomorrow at 2 p.m. to see what we do next. I'm thinking the Ask Mike Anything will probably be Thursday. We will make that happen. And you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.